So we do certain things with the lads, i.e. educational things, workshops, things like that. General informal discussions with lads where we talk about different eating habits, different strategies, things like that. So it tends to be quite a big role and quite a big influence, I think, on our lads at their age.
In high-pressure sports like professional football, every advantage counts, including diet. Specialists say these aspects can exacerbate underlying eating disorders or allow them to manifest from a young age.
Usually that really entails very high-achieving individuals who are driven and motivated. Perfectionism is off the charts. Very committed, but also pretty self-punitive and punishing and judgmental towards themselves. So that's kind of like the hallmark kind of dispositional state. And then, of course, you have the environment too, which can either kind of manifest these underlying vulnerabilities or have them remain dormant.
Attacker and midfielder Odin Bailey was benched for a lot of the season. The pressures of football had a severe impact on his mental health.
You can't just eat what you want, you have to make sure your nutrition's right. And you've got to be taking care of things off the pitch as well as on it. This year especially, it's probably been my hardest year in terms of mental health and stuff like that. There's a lot of pressure in football. And as a player, you set high standards for yourself, and if you're not meeting them standards, it's quite hard for you to kind of get your head around it.
There is short, mid and long-term effects malnutrition can have. Dietitian Sharon Madigan says for males, malnutrition can affect testosterone, which impacts your mental health. If you're not eating enough to sustain your body, you're not eating enough to sustain your mind.
And then you've got the more serious long-term issues, which are probably some of the things that we can't see and we can't feel until it's too late. And they would be things like bony health and bony injuries. And if we go through periods of not being well nourished, that's going to stay with you for the rest of your life.
There are obviously things that take priority, such as things like body dysmorphia. We tend to have the other problem where lads don't eat enough. So you don't want food and the nutritional side of it to become a chore and a task. You want to develop the lads to have the relationship with food where they know where they can enjoy it and they know where they can be sensible with it, but also still enjoy that. There is definitely a challenge and a sort of stigma around males in general, whether it's with mental health, whether it's with struggling with nutrition or any other aspect of life. And that's something that has been challenged probably in the last 5-10 years, and it needs to continue to be challenged.